All right, welcome to Lab Week 1. You've clicked on the link. When you scroll down, you'll see it says here, AMP1 Lab. Here are the learning outcomes, same as you would be doing in a face-to-face lab. What are you doing this week? There is a PowerPoint. There is an outline for lab, just like the one you would use in your lab class. And then it says lessons down here. Now, I'll probably take that out, but here, this first link, it says Lab Number 1, Introduction to Science Experiment. You're going to click on this link, and then you're going to have to click on this link again, like here. And this is going to come up. Now, these are the modules that came with your lab kit. What I would do is right up here in the corner it says New Window. I would click on that, and here you go. Now let me say this right now and I'll repeat it again. This very first lesson is not for a grade. It's purely for a bonus. I want you to do this as practice, and then I'll show you what you're going to do to answer and then what you're going to turn into me. But basically this is sort of like a PowerPoint. It has a thing in the corner for next, or you can click on the left here and it goes through the scientific method. This is a video. Anyway, it's pretty cool, and it's iPhone or any kind of cell phone friendly pad, tablet. It works on anything. And just go through these. This is what you're going to be doing, and I'm going to be making you some videos on your experiments also. But you go through. It says here this particular assignment would take you about an hour to do it, but you would go through, kind of read the materials. It tells you a little bit about the scientific method. To be honest, not something we really cover a lot in anatomy, but this is good practice for you. So you would go through, and at the very end it has assignments, procedures, like here's one for lab drill. But as far as this part goes, and it says the lab workbook, I already have that saved for you. Now, I mean, you can click on that and save it to your computer. It's the same one I already have posted on Blackboard, but this is what you're going to use on the right here. That's a Word document, and that's what you're going to use to submit your lab answers. You're going to save it to your computer. You have your answers written down or typed out, and then you're going to enter your answers on that document, and that's what you're going to be turning in. And like I said, you can, if you click on this, look, it's going to ask you to open it up. I already have this saved for you on Blackboard, so you can do either one if you want. Anyway, the reason yeah, a little slow. So here we go. There it is. So like I said, this is going to be the one that I have saved for you, but you're going to actually, and here are the questions right here. Now, the one I have on Blackboard, it has the points out to the side and it has a rubric already attached to it. So to be honest, I'd like you to use the one that I have saved on Blackboard. So I'm going to go back. I think I'm going to click the wrong button. So I'm going to exit out of this. And I'm gonna go back. Here we go. I'm gonna go back one more. Anyway, that is under this heading. So where it says Lab 1, Introduction to Your Experiment, that's what you're gonna be doing. Now, down here it says click here on the link below for the answer sheet. So here is the actual answer sheet. This is what you're going to save to your computer, and you're gonna type your answers in. Let me get the awkward pause again. And that's what you're going to use to submit your answers. Okay, so it says this report does not require any photographs. Yeah, we're going to have some later. You're going to have to take some pictures and you'll have to put them on this document. I'll show you how to do that later. This one does not require that. Here is your rubric you're going to be scored on. I'll let you read through that, but basically to get anywhere from a B to an A on these assignments, you have to Make your responses elaborate. I would not filibuster, but yeah, be thorough. Clear and detailed, complete responses, and full pictures of the experiment. So, do a good job, in other words. And then here it is. So that's, yeah, here's the questions, and then see each one has a point total out to the side as to how much they're worth. Each assignment's worth 100 points. This one's a little long, and if you'll notice in your My Grades tab, I've decided I'm not going to have these first assignments. They're not even going to be due till later in the semester. So I have it, at the moment it's October 20th, which is a Sunday, because I want you to get your kits. You kind of have to have your kit to do a part of this assignment. You don't need your kit to do these things, but part of the assignment you're going to turn in, you need something from your lab kit. So right now at the moment, this being week 1, no rush, but that's how you're gonna write your answers on this sheet, and you're gonna send that to me. Now, how are you gonna do that? Down here it says, click here to submit lab report number 1. And this is something called Turn It In. I don't know if you've used it before. It's really easy. And look, everybody's listed here because it's my view. But I'm going to click on over here on the left. It says submit. This is how you're going to turn your lab report in to me. It says select submission method. You can either copy and paste, or you can do a file upload. I'd probably prefer you just to do a file upload. And your name will be in here. Make sure in this box that you type lab report number 1. You don't got to put the asterisk if you want to. Here it has browse. So that means you can browse your computer. You can go down here, like this is something, I probably shouldn't send this. This would be a lecture exam, but see there I attached it, and then bam, you hit submit paper. It will give you a receipt. It gives you the time, and even this has the dates for submission for open and closing, which, like I said, I have it closing on October the 20th. And the last thing, sorry I didn't take it a little longer. So there's number 1. So let me go back to the lab again. And so I showed you, here is the experiment with all the instructions and everything. Here is your sheet you're going to use, and this is how you're going to turn it in. Labs do have lessons also. Like I said, make sure you click the finish button. These are pretty simple. These have to do with more lab materials than anything. There are videos embedded in this also, but it's just like the other. So like around here. All right, you're going to have some questions to answer. Same thing, you may do these an unlimited amount of times. When you answer these questions, it's going to ask you, do you want to redo it? And I suggest that you do it as many times as you can to get 100. So, oh wow, okay. So this one, I might have to change a setting on that one. But anyway, so it allows you to retry all the answers. Okay, and this week 1, you just have those to do. So you have this. Now if you want to wait to do this till you get your lab kit, that's fine with me. But you do have a lesson that you can start working on. And once again, check the My Grades tab. These lessons are due. Now this lab 1 is due in about 4 weeks. But don't get behind. Always stay up with your stuff, and always check your announcements. All right, well, email me if you have questions, and I'll see you next week.